I'll be fine. I danced for 2.5, 3 hours. I'm good now. Like, I'm not as upset as I was when I walked through the door. Dance was everything. You taught me very, very on to never half a step.
Beat riddles on the track, JDoveproductions with the flow. He body in the map, anywhere did he go? On point, team sharper than most. Team leader, he inspired your growth.
Hey, quick question. You ever thought about having a Quinces Sweet 16, or you're planning one for your child? I know you're probably talking to family members, or you're watching YouTube, right? But the process is still overwhelming. Okay, so my name is Mariano Martinez, and over the past 20 years, I've been doing memorable Quinces and Sweet 16s for all of my clients. I've been able to make their court members, chambelanes, look like professional dancers, even if they weren't. And I've been able to take the stress away from all of my clients.
Thank you, JDoveproductions.
Now, I just created a quick case study video about this whole process. If you want the video, click the link below, put in your best email, and I'll send that right over to you. Looking forward to talking to you. Y por supuesto que sí, también hablamos español. Peace.
Quick. Hey, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you so much.
Cloud.
Do you hear any feedback anywhere?
Nah, I'm good on my end.
Okay, no, I think I'm good. I'm just going to leave it on my laptop. If y'all hear feedback, just let me know, because we out here trying to get it together. But we on Facebook.
We're on Facebook, and we're on Instagram. Perfect.
Hey.
First and foremost, let me just say, this is what I'm talking about when I say reciprocity and when I say, you know, empowering the youth. Miss Scarlet here is the one who's able to let me know how to set this whole thing up as far as live streaming from Zoom to Facebook and from Zoom to anywhere else. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
We out here. I was like, let me make sure, you know, that we get it together.
Yes.
And keep on glowing and growing, you know.
I'm trying to see. Okay, there we go. All right.
Now we side by side.
Perfect.
Okay, perfect. Oh, perfect. Yeah. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you, lovely lady, for the love. All right. So,
buenas noches.
I have to make sure. See, there's a couple of things I was forgetting to do. Now, it's gonna be on Facebook, but I was forgetting to record. You see that?
Well, you see, it didn't really start yet. The conversation didn't happen.
So we still troubleshooting, and we still getting stuff right. So we're good. We're still getting stuff right. Now, this is what's up. Miss Giannina Noliberto, how are you?
I'm good. I am like really excited, but I'm like, it's been a while since I've done an interview. It's been a while since I've been like on live. So it feels nice to be here, you know.
That's what's up. Welcome. I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad you're here. So let's
start off from the top. How many 16s were you in with JDoveproductions?
I meant to write my list. I didn't. I remember the first one was Idly, Annette. I did Kathy, Sweet 16. I did Sherelle's, and I definitely did Vanessa's. Those are the 4 that I know. It might have been some other people, but don't remember.
But you did do it.
Honestly.
Got you. Okay, so from
those 4, what's like your most memorable life lesson?
Takeaway.
Most memorable life lesson. That had to be that, you know, you taught me very, very on to never half-ass a step. Like if we're marking steps, don't do it as full out, at least the first step full out, so that way you know you have like that muscle memory. So I try to keep that in mind all the time. Like try to do as much as you can, as hard as you can the first time, and then learn after. Continue learning after that. I think that's one of my favorite lessons that I learned.
That's what's up. All right, cool. So all right. Talk to me about you, where you've been, what you've been up to.
Everything. Right now, I'm kind of in a healing space. Like the past like 2 years has been really about doing a lot of work internally with myself, for myself, so I can have a better future for my future family and all that good stuff. I had to learn, how to face things that I didn't know I was going through sometimes, or that things that happened in the past, and kind of working through all of those emotions with the other relationships I have, both romantic and platonic. So that's like what I've been really, really doing the past like 2 years. So after dancing for God knows how long, I went more in the event direction because I wanted to still do what I did with dance, which was provide an experience, but I wanted to do it in a different way, and I wanted to involve more people because dance for me was always personal. But when you're doing events,
and you always did more, like you did more stuff than just the Sweet 16s with JDoveproductions.
Yeah, oh yeah, we ran around town. We was everywhere all the time. Like if Junie was there, Scarlet was somewhere there for like a good 5-6 years. That was our place.
Hey, quick question. Are you a frustrated dancer, choreographer, or dance enthusiast? You know, those of you who either slow down or completely stop dancing because you were told to go get a real job. But what y'all really want to do is make a sustainable income, quit your 9-to-5s, and live solely off of your art. Well, it is possible. My name is Mariano Martinez, and for the past 15 years, I've been doing just that. I've been able to create dance programs and projects, finish a house in the Caribbean, travel whenever and wherever I want to, work with several artists, and most of all, positively impact the lives of countless youth here in the U.S. and abroad. Now, I've created a 2-day dance challenge, Dance to the Bag challenge, where we dropping all the gems, all the tea, all the sauce, all the info, which is all that y'all are missing to be able to do the same thing. All right? What you got to do is click the link below, and I'll see you inside. Artists, it's our time now. Yes, that was the time. We did the Mercy Parade. We did Flushing Town Hall. I got you on a stage with Angela Yee.
Yeah, that also did. We did so much, and I remember vividly, and this is one of my favorite memories. Like my first year in college, there was a month where we had shows every single weekend. We had rehearsal like 3-4 days a week, and we had a different show every single weekend for like a month and a half straight. And that was when I was like at my peak, and I was like, yeah, we out here. It was awesome. It was amazing. That's one of my most favorite times. I think we did the Central Parade. Then shortly after that, we did the Flushing Hall. There was this photo that we have where I had like the white dress and the black hat little thing. We did like
yes, that was it was in the Bronx at the black and white. It was like it was after like the Central American Parade, the Suyapa mask thing. Yeah, it
was so lit. And the funny thing, what I love the most is that especially around that time, you and I had the best dance chemistry that some of that stuff we just freestyled. Like, and people don't know that. Like, people like, oh, choreographed that so well. We're like, yeah.
Yes. That's what it's about. Yes. Absolutely. Yeah. That's what's up. So you got into doing events on your own and all that stuff like that afterwards, right?
Yeah. So the first event actually was when I was still dancing, but I wanted to do more visuals. So I did a dance at Chelsea Pier, and it was an event. It was an open event. I invited like a bunch of my college friends, some of my family members as well, and we did like a live video shoot. So it was one of Ariana Grande's poppin' songs at the time, and that was like the first event that I did that still kind of involved dance and managing events. And after that, I was like, this is so much fun. Like, bringing all of these people together is so much fun, and I wanted to do more, and I wanted to figure out other ways to do that.
Okay. So now you are the creator of, what is it? A Queen's Day Inn.
Yes.
Please talk about that.
So a Queen's Day Inn is my baby, first of all. And that started in 2017. Around that time, I was going through a lot. Like, I was in my bag about everything under the sun, to be honest. There was just so much going on around that time that I needed to find an outlet. I wanted to find a way to take care of myself, but still take care of other people at the same time. So it was very similar to like what I did with dancing, but this time it was a better balance of the two. So with Queens Day In, the idea behind it is to pretty much encourage young entrepreneurial women, mainly women of color, to sit down, relax, take a day off, take care of yourself, because especially as women, we have a habit of just kind of caring for everyone and putting everyone before ourselves. So I wanted to build at least a day where people are just looking into themselves and taking care of them.
Got you. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. How many have you done so far?
4. We've done 4 so far. This year we did a virtual event because of COVID messing things up. Yeah, and next year will be year 5.
That's fire. That's fire. I saw a lot of the like how the what is it, the promos, how you set it up, and then some of the follow-up. I love what the females were saying. I love, and even the stuff that you were saying, where it's like, sometimes it's okay not to be okay. And that's the truth. And that's something that we don't ever really hold on. We want to show everybody the beauty,
right?
The polish, you know what I'm saying? The airbrush ending, but in reality, it didn't take that. You know what I mean? That's not.
I noticed that because, even with myself, I found myself, even on social media, which is why I always like try to take a break. I find myself comparing myself to other people that I grew up with, people that I've never seen in my life. And sometimes that can take a toll on you. Like when you're on social media that often, you do have a choice. But in reality, 9 times out of 10, you're like, oh, damn, this person got this. Why don't I have that?
Yes.
Why this person has this? Why don't I have that? And where we don't find gratitude in what we do have. So I just wanted to do something that did more, because I suffer from anxiety and depression. So it's like when I'm in those stages, it's mainly because I feel like I don't have control over my life, and because I find myself wishing that I had things that other people have. That's like usually one of the 2 big things that happens when I'm in that place. So I had to learn, like, it's more than that, like my life is more than that. It's more than what I'm comparing these people to. I don't even know what's going on their end. You know what I'm saying? What they suffered through in order to get to that place. I have to find gratitude in every step that you take, every move that you make. Ooh,
hey, let's go. Let's go. Yeah, no, I feel you on that. I feel you on that. Jefflin saying she appreciate the honesty. Of course. Yes,
of course.
Yes.
That's what I'm here for. I'm here for the transparency, honesty.
Yeah. That's what's up. Wow. Yeah, I didn't know about the anxiety part, because even me, like, we all, when I'm at my we got to get this right kind of moment, that's like the anxiety of it, because I feel the pressure of the final result, and I feel the pressure of like the time, you know what I mean? Time spent, how to get to that final result. So definitely, but like, so what? Go ahead.
Sorry.
Yeah. What are some of the ways that you're dealing with the depression?
See, when you talk about depression, there's never one way to kind of get through it. Every I call it a phase sometimes, or dark place. Every time I'm there, it's usually because it triggered something. But until I figure out what triggered it, sometimes it can take longer than other sessions to kind of get out of it. So when I'm in that place, I check in with myself for sure. I'm very open about like my depression. I have no problem sharing that I'm going through something at all. But in the moment, sometimes I need to either be by myself, or I need to be very close with someone specific. So it really depends. Every time it happens is a little bit different. But I'm also like one of my love languages is physical touch. So that always makes me feel better. So I'll be like on top of my partner, and he knows that.
Got you. Yeah. No, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, for me, it was always, and this is like even like last week and this week, like I knew from a long, like, as far as being teenagers, growing up, you know, either in the hood, growing up, you know, not knowing exactly your place. You know, we go through a whole lot, you know. Absolutely. And then there's teenagers who like kind of have it all and still are going through a lot. It's just a phase. You know what I'm saying? It's phase.
Right.
But that's one of the things, even as a young adult, that like for you guys, that's one of the things that I was always like, this is why I was always like how dance. You know what I mean? I know y'all, I know something's up. I know something's up at home. I know something's up, you know what I'm saying, in the hood or whatever. But when you get here for 2 hours, for however long, you know, for however long the term of the, you know what I'm saying, the concert rehearsals was, dance. Just dance.
Yep. And it's different for me. I feel like it was a little bit different because I was a dancer. So that was how I identified myself during that time. I was a dancer. Anybody who met me through that time knew that, oh, that's Scarlet, the dancer. Like that was my name in these streets. You know what I mean? So I had to, that was my safe space. Dancing was my safe space. Like I can express myself to the fullest without having to verbally say anything, you know? So I didn't have to say anything. I just had to move.
That's right.
I had to just move my body. I'm like, okay, I'll be fine. I danced for 2.5, 3 hours. I'm good now. Like, I'm not as upset as I was when I walked through the door. That was my escape. So when I had to let that go, because it wasn't my choice. And it was my choice, but it was because of health. So when I let go of dance, there was a part of me that died. There was a part of me that was no longer existed, or that's what it felt like. That like dance was my entire life since honestly since the first grade. So I was dancing from the first grade up until college.
Wow.
My whole entire was dance. And so when I had to let that go, I'm like, well, who am I without that? Like, what am I supposed to do if I'm not doing the one thing that I've been doing my entire life? So I had to fill the void with doing events, and it never felt the same. But now that I'm looking at it as an adult, years later at age 26, honestly, this just happened like 15 minutes ago. I'm like, oh, I had to let go of dance because I couldn't verbally express myself. Now I'm in a place where I have no problem verbally expressing myself. I have no problem telling people when you're bothering me or when something's going on. Like, I don't have that because now I have to talk. I can't dance, or I wasn't dancing. So what else am I supposed to do? Talk about it.
Right here.
Talk about it.
Yo, that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. I love that. I love that you found that for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love that you found that for you. That's what's up. Hey, wow. Go ahead, man. Yo.
You knew, like, there's a party that knew because I was always there, but that was who I was. That's literally who I was. And honestly, I've ended relationships because of dance. Like, I've ruined friendships because of dance. Dance was everything. It was like I literally, especially when in high school, when I was like very active because I was doing it in school and outside with you, and I was dancing with another team as well at the time. I got into a place where the guys that I were dealing with were like, oh, you don't have time for me because I'm dancing. Leave me alone. Like, you got a problem? Bye. Like, I have no problem. No problem at all. Yes, revolution.
I feel you on that.
I hear you on that.
And
I too can say
I've either missed out or messed up relationships or whatever like that because of dance. I don't know, but I know that like it's my superpower and it's what keeps me sane. So it's no way, right? There's no way I can stop doing what I'm doing. I'm even at a point right now where there's other things that are happening in my life, and like the business is growing, and there's certain steps that I'm taking to escalate. You know what I'm saying? And get everything further. And it's like, okay, I can do that, and I'm gonna do all of that, but I still need room in that so I can dance. Period. You know what I'm saying? Dance and teach, like I need to. That's my thing. I have to. All right, dancers, choreographers, listen. I know that it's kind of difficult sometimes to make money as a dancer choreographer. This is what we've been told. This is what's been put in our mindsets and all that stuff like that. But in reality, that's not true. The myth of the starving artist is over. Okay? Click the link. Purchase the ebook. It's only $37 right now. It's Money Strategies for Dancers and Choreographers.com. A bunch of different ways for dancers and choreographers to make some money. Okay? It's all in the ebook. $37. Trust me, it's going to go up. Because the value that you're going to go in there, that you're going to get from there, you can actually purchase the ebook a million times over. So the content and the value is really high. It's going to go up. For right now, $37. All right? Purchase the ebook, click the link, or go to Money Strategies for Dancers and Choreographers.com. Money Strategies for Dancers and Choreographers.com. Purchase the ebook. Peace.
Yeah. And I couldn't do it for a while because like I couldn't. So I'm just like, what am I supposed to do with my life? But even now, like sometimes now I'll catch myself like just hitting a groove to a song, and that even just moving slightly, not as much as I used to, but even moving slightly just brings a sense of relief. So it's still a form of expression for me, and I still love it to this day, and I'm gonna eventually get back to it. Somehow.
You already know. Come back home. You already know.
Listen.
You already know.
Look, these knees need some stretching. I need to stretch badly.
Listen, the only way to get through it is to keep moving. Like that's one of the things this quarantine tried to do to me and tried to slow me down and get me fat. And I was like, what are we doing?
We're not gonna talk about weight. We're not even gonna do that.
Like, what are we doing? Once we stopped in March, right? And then, because like, with the agencies that I'm with, we stopped in March, of course, because of COVID. We're trying to figure out if we're gonna go back into the buildings or whatever. That didn't happen. But then they started, we started doing Zoom and Google Classrooms and all that stuff like that. So it was like, okay, it's now April, mid-April. Let's start again. All right, cool, no problem. I tried to do a stretch that I did for all my life, and it was like,
what are you doing?
You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? And then it was like, yo, what is that? What is stopping you from? It's like my stomach. What the hell is this?
But that's the thing. Like, you went from dancing every day to not dancing for a month. Your body is like, right. Yeah, it's just like any other addiction, but dance is a good addiction. We're not gonna put that in the air. But that's just like anything else. If you stop doing something for a long time, when you get back to it, you're like, oh, snap. Okay.
Right. Yeah. Not even knowing. Yeah.
Not even knowing.
Big time. So how are you taking everything forward?
With this, paying it forward. I've always been the person to kind of give. So no matter what I'm doing, big or small, it's a form of giving. So with a Queen's Day in, I'm providing a space. I'm giving women a space to take a day off or relax. With the conversations that I'm having, I'm giving people the opportunity to understand that they're not going through a lot of the stuff that they're going through alone. The crazy thing about dealing with like any mental illness is that you don't think that anybody knows how you feel when people do, but there's not. We're starting to have a lot more open conversations about it now, and because of, especially with us as Caribbean people, we can't talk to our parents about stuff like that. Like they're like, depression, take a nap,
right?
Right. Sis, I tried.
It'll go away. Yeah, I know.
It's for real though. Like, so when I speak to my mom about it, I'm very, very condensed version of what I'm going through. I'm like, oh, I'm just having a bad day. Like, I'll be fine. I'm just having a bad day. And she's like, you sure, Jenny? I'm like, yes, mom, I'll be fine. Because it's always a phase. It's always a phase, regardless, too. You're always gonna come out of that place. You know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
But I kind of had to feel that. To be honest, one of the other things that really has helped me is my relationship with God. That has helped me a lot because
talk about it.
For real, because when I first began my relationship with God, for real, it was because I was mad at him for taking my brother away like 13 years ago. I was like, what are you doing? But in my head, what happens in my head is like, now I have somebody to blame. I don't have to blame myself for my my issues or anything like that. I can blame God because I know that it's for a reason. You know what I'm saying? But that's the other part. Everything that we go through is for a reason. Everything that we go through, it's just a season of heartache. So we're gonna come out of it. It's just a matter of when. So when you have faith, you're just like, all right, God, I know you're trying to teach me something. I feel you. Right. I'm tired. I'm tired. Like, I understand. Take your time, but not really. Like, no. But you know, like if I'm blaming God for the bad, I have to glorify him for the good. That's just what it is. That's just what it is.
Talk about it.
Music.
I feel that in my shanana. Let's go. Let's go. Yo, who's in the chat? Jeffelin's in the chat. Read off the chat.
Hey down. There's a couple of hitters in here. Yeah. That's just what I had to do. But and going back to I can go on a tangent all day about myself. But going back to giving, even with my current new business, Royal Goodies, that's a platform to bring Black businesses together. So I want to mention that Royal Goodies. Yes, because we royal and it's good. Right. So even with that, I'm providing a platform for small Black businesses to expose themselves. So I gather, every box has a theme, every box has something a little bit different. So I gather all of these materials to package, and most of them are like sample sizes as well. So you're testing out different products from different Black businesses that you may not have known of, you know. So there's small businesses as well, up and coming, but great, amazing products. I try everything before I put them in the box as well. So I'm even enjoying the process of being like, oh, like I like this. I like the way this smells. It can go good with this, and putting that together. Even with the boxes, that's another experience that I'm providing to people. That's the way that I package it, the way that I try to personalize everything. All of that takes time. All of that, all of that just plays a role to make people feel a little bit better, because everybody wants like a personal note, So I handwrite all the thank you notes, whether I know you or not. I handwrite that, and I try to like big up yourself, So it's fun. Everything I do is just like, here, I want to give you something, or I want to provide something for you. Every single thing that I do, that's just the way that I am.
No, that's what's up. I like that. I like that. We gotta definitely big up all the businesses and all that stuff like that. Everything that you're doing.
There's so many Angels Essentials. I always mess up that name, and she's told me like 1,000 times, but I can never get it. Butter by Eve, Scented Treasures. Who else do I have? I have Sweet Treats. I also have Casey Beauty Shop. I have like a bunch of different beautiful Black women that I'm working with, and is also building a relationship to keep learning about their new products and keep trying different things, because we got to treat this skin like gold, So why, and all of them are also organic and homemade. So I don't try to get, some of them are vegan as well. So I try to do things that, we're getting back to our roots, getting back to the herbs and stuff like that. So most of those.
Right. That's what's up, yo. I'm so proud of you. 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 Oh my gosh. Like,
yeah.
I'm so proud of you.
We know.
Yo, to just see you, like, and that's the thing with all of y'all, like, to just see y'all from when y'all were younger to where you are now,
Right. Yeah.
And it was always like, I continue to say, and I will always say it. One, it was always my vision to see you guys like grow to this point. Two, it was always my vision to see you guys like become entrepreneurs and stuff like that as well. To basically follow your path and let the world know your greatness and get paid for you to be great, not for you to try to make somebody else great. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's my biggest. That's always. 3, I say it all the time. My goal is to make at least one. If I can do like all 100 of y'all, make y'all millionaires.
Yeah.
That's the goal. But at least one is going to, at least one of y'all going to become a millionaire.
There's gonna be a couple of us. For a fact, there's gonna be a couple of us.
Yeah, definitely. Y'all all have the potential to do it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So that's the goal. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good goal. That's a good goal. And that's something that I want to do well. Like I want to make sure that even in my conversations, there are conversations that are bringing people up and not bringing people down. So everything that I do is just like, let's uplift the culture, let's uplift the community.
Each other, that's right. That's what it's supposed to be about.
Yeah.
That's what it's supposed to be about. And I'm big on the blue ocean concept. I don't know if you've heard of that before. Hey, quick question. Are you a decision maker in the school systems? You work for a nonprofit or a youth organization, and you're looking to either revamp your dance program or add one, and maybe your curriculum needs better culminating events, better outcomes, better deliverables? Well, my name is Mariano Martinez, and for the past 20 years, I've been using dance as a youth empowerment tool. I've been able to remove youth from gangs, prevent suicide, increase self-esteem, as well as encourage entrepreneurship. Now, I did a full case study video on how I've been able to do this. All you have to do is click the link, and I'll see you inside. Y por supuesto, también hablamos español. So the blue ocean concept is the fact that there is enough space for everybody. There's enough ocean for everybody. Some people think that we have this much and only one of each can be in that space. But in reality, it's like, I'm about the blue ocean, yo. Like, there's limitless potential, and there's limitless space that we can all win. All of us can win. All of us can win.
Absolutely.
All of us can win, you know? So what are some of your future goals? Go ahead.
Some of my future goals is to fully work for myself eventually, like full time. Right now, I'm still doing a lot of side hustling. So I'm working with a lot of small Black owned businesses as well to just help them with like some of the admin stuff, social media, things like that. But eventually I want to be able to just like completely be able to work for myself and pick up side hustles if I need to. But I want to make my brands and my companies like my main source of income. I don't want to work for nobody like down the line. Like it's not that fun. I want to work for myself. Even when I'm working with companies, I want it to be my company coming together with your company to be great.
Yes, to be great. Yes. I love that. I love it. People saying preach. Some people have puddle mentality. This is very true, Jaffa.
Yeah.
Yo, this is beautiful. Oh my God. Yo. So that definitely is a goal, and it's going to be accomplished.
Period.
That's a goal, exactly. That's a goal, and it's going to be accomplished.
Some of my other goals, I also want to write. I like writing hood books. That's like an underlying talent that people don't know about. I like writing hood books. It's so much fun. It's so much drama. So I want to publish. I want to publish one hood book. I also want to start my blog. So with my personal brand, so the Scarlet Experience is my personal brand, and what I'm doing with that is pretty much what I've been doing all my life, but just being more verbal about it with the world. So I want to create my blog. I started a YouTube page, and I was doing weekly talks on my Facebook, and that was just me being like, guys, this is what I'm going through. This is how I'm kind of getting through it, and the things that I've been through, all the trauma that I've been, well, not all of it. Still working on that. I'm in therapy to work through all of that stuff, but still trying to, like be transparent, because like I said, there's so many things that we feel like we're alone with, and we're not. So just providing a platform so people know that you're not alone. Yes.
What are people saying in the chat? And more intentional, bright eye.
Intentional, absolutely.
Yes, definitely a lot of positivity on this live. That's what we're about. That's what JDoveproductions is about.
I was trying to figure out if I can make Junie cry, but I'm not sure yet. So we're still gonna try.
Yo, how you doing that? It hasn't happened yet.
See, we're having so much fun. That's why.
Yeah, for real, we are. No, but those goals, I'm gonna show you how you can turn your passion into profit. So that's one. Yeah, hell yeah. Because a lot of people don't know that I haven't, all the stuff that I do, like everything has to do with dance and empowerment, right? Whether it's me going into another agency and doing it, I do it on my terms. And then also, if it's me, you know, with the Sweet 16s and the weddings and all that stuff like that, and a dance academy, everything has to do with like dance and empowerment, right?
Right.
The last time I had a full-time job was in 2007.
Yeah, I saw that on into someone else. I can't remember who it was, and I was like, that makes sense because I ain't never seen Junie do anything else.
Yes.
But that's amazing. Like that's the goal. That's the goal, is to be able to completely rely on your passion to make money. Like, why not? Why not? You know what I mean? Why not? Like I'm first generation here. That's what our parents brought us here for. And sometimes they don't like it either. That's a whole nother conversation. But sometimes they don't like it. Like that's why we're here, is to take everything that we learn, everything that we do, and to turn it into something amazing. Why not? Why work for someone else? And don't get it twisted. And I don't want to say this like to be rude or anything. Not everybody's meant to be an entrepreneur. It's not meant for the weak either. Healing is not meant for the weak. Entrepreneurship is not meant for the weak. Faith is not meant for the weak. None of that's meant for the weak. So you have to have a strong support system. You have to have a strong mentality, or even if you're not there yet, you need to want to work towards that. Yeah, that's a choice as well. But why not do it for yourself? Why not bring yourself to a place where you're not working just to flip burgers and you wake up wanting to go to work? That was the crazy thing about like working for somebody else. Like, why am I waking up upset every single day?
There you go.
For what?
There it goes. There you go. People like, how you always jolly? How you always got energy? How you always look so young? Da da da. Because I'm happy. I'm dancing.
And you know what? When I was texting you when I said it under the Q&A with Jefflin last week, I was like, that's why, because he's doing what he wants to do. That's why he still look like he probably going just hitting 30. That's crazy. Melanin is crazy in this room. I'm just saying.
Thank you. Word. We are. Yo, but yeah, man, it has to be that way. And I'm gonna it all plays on the mind also, because one thing, and it's I'm glad you brought up God, because a lot of us are at our lowest form, especially being here, being on earth. You know what I'm saying? We're at our lowest form. The higher and more powerful us is up here. And it's always pulling at us. And this is part of the stuff that causes a lot of I'm going to say the anxiety. I'm going to say that, you know, the mental stress and all that stuff like that, because there's a higher power calling on us to become our higher selves. But because we've been indoctrinated and taught, you know, foolishness about, you know, money is evil, money is bad. You have to, if you're not in the mountains, you know what I'm saying, cortando leña, like our family says, you're not working. If you're not sweating and your hands are not dirty, you're not working.
That part. Stop. I know. I shouldn't have to physically burn myself out every single week to make the bare minimum, still not to be able to pay my bills, and then be stressed on top of that.
Thank you.
I rebuke. I'm not doing it. I refuse to do it. I literally, like the last job that I had, you know, and divine timing. The crazy thing about the last job that I have, I literally quit right before the pandemic. And this is a job that I had for almost 3 years. When they were at my peak, they were paying me good money. They did some funny stuff, so we ain't gonna talk about that. That's another reason why I left. But it was because it was attacking my mental health. I was like, this doesn't make any sense. This does not make any sense. And even when I first quit, I was supposed to at the beginning of the pandemic, I was supposed to be honored at a gala for a Quince again. The work that I've been doing for a Quince again. So right around that time, I was like, I'm gonna quit my job. And then the pandemic literally everything started shutting down literally a week after that. A week after that, everything started shutting down. And I was like, what am I supposed to do?
Wow.
There goes fear. There goes fear.
There goes fear.
But I'm like, this is what you wanted anyways. Figure it out. Your mom's a hustler. Figure it out. Like there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Like there's nothing wrong with having to figure things out.
No, not at all. You know what's crazy? Like we are hustlers. We're hustlers. We come from hustlers. We come from the hustle mentality. The one thing that we did not learn, I'm gonna say, from like some of our parents was how to count. And when I say that, I'm saying this. Okay. You have our families, right? You have people in the family who know how to cook. They've been out, they go to the parks and they sell their food every weekend, right? Let's say in one weekend, right? They made $1,000 for that weekend, right? $1,000, right? They didn't calculate. Let's say, for example, okay, they made that $1,000. 46 weeks in, they didn't calculate. You know what I'm saying? That they made $46,000. They didn't calculate that. They spent it on the rent. They spent it on clothes and food for us and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Fine, but they didn't realize that they made $46,000.
They don't.
They didn't realize that.
No, they don't. That's so funny to say that. They really don't. But I think that most of them don't. Let me say that. Most of them don't. I think it's because sometimes people don't have they don't have a goal, like financially, like they don't have a goal that they're reaching to. They're just looking to like the short-term goal, pay the bill.
Yes.
Pay that bill.
Pay this bill, pay that bill. Yes. Yep.
Right. However, my mom is a little bit different because she's been, especially like the past like couple years, she's been working towards paying for her house in Guatemala to get rebuilt. You know, so she has been working. So every summer she's cooking food and waporu and going to other places and all of this other stuff, doing the most. And she's making sure all the bills are paid, but she's like, oh, I gotta fix my house in Guatemala. So every time another tile is built or another floor is made or something, she's like, oh, that's where my money went. Yeah. And she knows how much it costs. You know what I'm saying? She knows that the cost of building something is expensive, but she's been able to do that with no issue at all. Like she makes a way with no way. Like she is.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yo, right. That's what's up. Big ups to her. That's exactly what we do. You know what I'm saying? And it's again, love what you do. Know that you have a skill. We are way makers. We are, especially as entrepreneurs, yo. We are money printers. We are money printers. We print money. We find a way out of no way. We print money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we print money. You know?
We absolutely do.
Yeah.
It's just that what our parents taught us is that we had to break our backs to do that. And we're like, no, we don't have to kill ourselves.
Right.
I'm not about to slave in the sun to make some of the. I'm not doing that. Right. You could keep doing that. I'm gonna let you. Cause you've been doing this for a long time, so I know you know it works for you. I'm not doing that. I'm good on this side, so I'm gonna do what I do.
Yeah. Or even like, okay, so one thing that I would even say, like for you, for example, right? Because that house that's in Guatemala is gonna be yours also, or is yours also. You know what I'm saying? Yours, your brother. You know what I'm saying? One thing that you can do is create a strategy and create a marketing plan for your mother whenever she's going to be at the park so that everybody floods to her.
Yeah.
And that'll be your, you know what I'm saying? That'll be your portion. Even if you're like, yo, you know, you want your room bigger, for example, in that house. So mommy, I'm going to do this, and that's going to pay for my room. Cool?
Right.
You're probably going to be like, yes, okay, let's go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so definitely, yeah. like, and I say that to you because I know, like, for me, like, I wish my father was still alive. My father was a carpenter. He knew woodwork, he knew carpentry, he knew how to build. And I'm like, yo, had I had you with me now, like, flipping houses would have been easy. Me and my pops together, easy. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, he's not here. So,
there's still room to do stuff with their parents. A lot of them are a little bit stubborn, though.
Of course.
A little bit stubborn. Of course. So it's doing that part. It's trying to convince them that there's another way where we can make money easier. Where you don't have to put as much work. That's the part, trying to convince them of that.
yeah, that's the hard part, because of course they learn what they learn, and that's something that I think I was telling Jefflin last week, where it's like, we are people where, let's say, like, for example, you learn how to put this piece of the puzzle together, right? You learn how to put this together. It took you a while to get this together. So now if somebody else comes and asks you why or how to, you know what I'm saying, or try to interrupt it, you have to protect it because it took you so long to put it together, and you know that this works for you, so you're going to make sure it stays just like this, even if there's another way.
And that kind of just ties with adapting with the times, to be honest. You know what I mean? I keep saying that's usually what it is that people aren't adapting to the time, so they're stuck in their ways, and they're like, no, this has been working for X amount of time, not knowing that the world around them is changing. And there's other ways to do it. I think you mentioned that as well with someone that you were speaking to. There's more than one way to get to that same goal, but they only know one. They only know, and it's not to say that it's a bad thing.
No, not at all. No,
because it worked for them.
Right.
But now we're in a position to be like, but wait, there's more.
Right. Exactly. This is one thing with me. Like, I'll say, like, I'm not no, I'm not gonna say that. I don't like tech too much, right? I don't like tech too much. I'd rather put me on the dance floor, put me on the stage, I got you. Put me to plan out a whole event, I got you. You know what I'm saying? I got you. Tell me how to connect this, and this, and tell me I gotta connect. What? Just like, I ain't doing that. But now I have to learn how to do it. And again, I say it again, like, thank you, because now we're live. You know what I'm saying? We're streaming on Facebook, and all of this is going to the platform that I wanted to go to in the first place. With Instagram and Facebook. You know what I'm saying? With the JDoveproductions page and all that. So thank you for helping me connect that. Like, we stood on we was on the phone yesterday for like probably an hour.
Yeah, about an hour.
And connecting and figuring out why certain things were not there and why they wasn't turned on. And then, like, you helped me turn it on, and I was like, this is what we're doing. And this is what I always say. Like, nurture the youth, because what you provide to them is what they're gonna bring right back to you.
Absolutely. There's a bunch of people who I've known in the past who have provided something for me or has done something for me. And if they were to ask me today, hey, can you help me do this? Absolutely. Of course. If you were to ask me, yo, Scarlet, come dance for the show, I might break something, but I'm doing it. Let me stop saying that.
Yo, I feel you. Yo, loud and clear. We got this though. No, we're gonna partner. Figure some stuff. We figure some stuff out, figure out some money stuff, and line in your pockets and all of that stuff. So yeah, listen, we got to. This is how it has to go, and that's how I gotta work. Collab is better than competition, right? Is that the phrase? Earn your leisure, I think said that. Yeah, but definitely, like, it's all about the collab, and it's all about the building, and it's all about there's room for everybody.
Exactly. There's always room for more people to continue growing, and we just have to do that right now. We have, especially during this time, we have to learn how to move quickly. We have to learn how to adapt. We have to learn that a lot of the work that we're doing is not just for us right now, but it's to set up our future. It's to set up our future family.
The families, the children behind the generations behind us. Exactly.
And that's the position that I'm in, is I'm taking everything that has happened to my family. I'm like, cool, I see that, but we're not gonna move like that no more. Like, we're not gonna do the things that we used to. We're not gonna practice the same way that we practice, because it's time to change. It's time to change.
Time to change. That's right. That's right. It's time to change. Time to elevate. Time to get to that higher us and that higher power. And oh my gosh.
And it's not easy. That's the other part. It's not easy. And I tell people this all the time, because some people just be like, oh, you know, like, people make healing sound pretty. People think that it's just like this,
right, this Zen moment.
Bubble baths and candles. No, there's snot, there's tears, there's ugly crying sometimes. Like, that's
knots and boogers and all of that.
All of that. It's not. I don't take it lightly. I don't take this stuff lightly. Everything that I do it with everything. I do it with my all, because, you know, Junie told me that. I do it with my all, because I know that I have to get to a certain place for myself and for my family, you know?
Yo, I feel you. Yeah, it's not easy. You know what it is? And Karen said this. I got him, mommy. Karen was like, it's me against me. And that's really what it is. It's me against me. Because what happens is, it's again, our higher self pulling at our lower self, because what happened again, we've been indoctrinated. We've been taught wrong. You know, we've been taught that, like, we're supposed to follow others and follow the crowd and go look at what somebody else is doing and try to imitate that. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's all the things that we've been taught. And it's so, that's why it's like, it's me against me. It's me against me. And it's me trying to pull me up to meet me, you know? And that's the whole thing. And it does, the fight becomes, everybody's on, what is it? No, we all have an autopilot, right? We all have an autopilot. And autopilot is ready to take over at any moment, right? If you let your guard down, autopilot is ready to take over, right? Same thing like on a plane, autopilot is ready. Now, what tends to happen though is, autopilot has the, you're not good enough. Autopilot has the, remember when you tried this before and it didn't work. Autopilot, yes, autopilot has the, what if you fail and everybody knows? That's what autopilot is holding on to. And if you do not take control and shift that paradigm, then you're going to go back to that when you're trying to excel. You know what I'm saying?
You have to hold. I tell people all the time. I talk to the realest person on my team, me. I talk to myself all the time. I have to, because I'm the only person who understands my entire life, whether I remember it or not. I'm the only person who understands that. So it's my job to be like, okay, this is when I was on autopilot. This is when I was hurt. This is when that happened, and this is why I act like that. I don't want to act like that no more. So let me pull these together.
Move this, move that, boom.
Right.
Oh, this song was telling me X, Y, and Z, so I can't listen to that no more. Or even sometimes it's like these family members only tell you that you're gonna be such and such and such and such. Guess what? I can't talk to you. If you're gonna talk to me like that, I can't talk to you no more. And when you realize how to treat me, then we can have conversations again. But if you do like that, no, we're not doing that.
That part.
We're not doing that.
I'm not doing that.
I need to get to my higher self, and you're trying to pull me back down. That's not happening.
Yes, that. Also that. Going back to like me dealing with, you know, anxiety and depression, some people don't understand it. And it's not my job to teach people to understand it. It's not.
Correct.
I'm going to tell you that this is what I'm going through, and it's your job to be like, oh, I don't understand this, or oh, I need more information on this so I can understand you better. Let me do the work. But I'm not going to sit here, especially because when it's happening is while I'm in that place. I don't have that energy to explain to you why I don't want to talk to you. And now you got an attitude because I don't want to talk to you. And now we have.
Yo, exactly right. Exactly right.
It's your business.
Yeah.
Healing is your business. Healing is another job in its own.
Hey, quick question. Are you a frustrated dancer, choreographer, or dance enthusiast? You know, those of you who either slow down or completely stop dancing because you were told to go get a real job. But what y'all really want to do is make a sustainable income, quit your 9 to 5s, and live solely off of your art. Well, it is possible. My name is Mariano Martinez, and for the past 15 years, I've been doing just that. I've been able to create dance programs and projects, finish a house in the Caribbean, travel whenever and wherever I want to, work with several artists, and most of all, positively impact the lives of countless youth here in the US and abroad. Now, I've created a 2-day dance challenge, Dance to the Bag challenge, where I'm dropping all the gems, all the tea, all the source, all the info, which is all that y'all are missing, to be able to do the same thing. All right? What you gotta do is click the link below, and I'll see you inside. Artists, it's our time now.
Going to therapy is another job. Like,
Energy.
Imagine looking back at your life, looking at all the worst parts. There's good parts. Looking at all the worst parts, revealing those, and being like, oh, dang, I went through a lot. There's so much stuff that has happened to me, and this is why I am the way I am.
Yes.
It's not always a bad thing. It's not always a bad thing, but when it is bad and you want to build something greater, you have to look back at the past. You have no choice. You have to figure those things out. Even if there's other parties involved and you can't communicate with them at that time, you're going to have that conversation, even if you're just writing a letter to them and not giving it to them. You have to do that work. You have to do that work. All of it. You have to do it. And there's still so much work for me to do, but this is something that I'm okay with talking about. I have no problem. Always.
Yeah.
Always.
I feel you. It's a journey. I feel you. And I thank you for being able to express it and to talk about it. You know? Yeah. It's a journey. It's a journey. And like you said, some people think they're going through these things alone, and it's not only you. You know what I'm saying? It's not only you. And that's the part of, that's even why some of us move the way we move. Because I've always been the one to look at things from a perspective of, if somebody had for example, let's say somebody bumps into me in the street, right? Somebody bumps into me and they just even go off like, that's this and that. I'm like, I'm just looking, I have to, one, I'm not going to jump into that vibe with you. I'm not jumping in that energy with you. That's one, right, exactly. Two, I walk away like, damn, they must have had a bad day or something wrong must have happened. They're not yelling at me. They're yelling at the situation.
They're yelling at themselves.
They're yelling at themselves. You know what I'm saying? They're yelling at their stress and all that. And it's like, I could easily jump into that. And it's like, no.
Yeah.
That's you, and you have to deal with that. That's not me. I don't, and I'm not gonna allow you to dump that on me and have me walk away with that. It's not happening. Hey, quick question. You ever thought about having a Quinces Sweet 16, or you're planning one for your child? I know you're probably talking to family members or you're watching YouTube, right? But the process is still overwhelming. Okay, so my name is Mariano Martinez, and over the past 20 years, I've been doing memorable Quinces and Sweet 16s for all of my clients. I've been able to make their court members, chambelanes, look like professional dancers, even if they weren't. And I've been able to take the stress away from all of my clients.
Thank you, JDoveproductions.
Now, I just created a quick case study video about this whole process. If you want the video, click the link below, put in your best email, and I'll send that right over to you. Looking forward to talking to you. Y por supuesto que sí, también hablamos español. Peace.
For what? One of my church sessions, we were reading something, and the message was, one, you never know what anybody else is going through, so be mindful of that. You never know when someone is having a bad day.
Right.
How people react to you is something that happened before. It's not even if it's small. Even if it's small, or it seems small to you, it's not about you.
Right.
It's something that they're dealing with personally that they have to figure out. And the choice is, do we want to figure it out together, depending on the person, or do I need to put myself in a place where I have to figure it out by myself. But people being angry is a lot easier than being happy.
Oh, wow.
It's so much easier to be like, F this, F that, F, instead of being like, wow, there's a lot of stuff going on in my life, but thank you, God, for waking me up today.
Right. Right. Gratitude. Oh my God, that's a whole nother, yo.
It's hard.
Yo.
That's hard. When you don't know how you gonna pay your bill and you like, well, thank God I got a roof. That's hard.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
Yeah.
Not meant for the week.
But again, if you're grateful for the smaller things, the bigger things begin to come. The more you're grateful for, the more you start finding more things to be. Yeah, it starts to go like this. And it starts to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and more and more and more. You know? And more and more. So yeah. So here's another question to you, and I throw this at everybody. What is something you would like to see JDoveproductions do? Let me take out my paper.
A little bit last night. So I want to see first generation living in the United States as first generation, kind of figuring out your identity, kind of like a music. I want to do a musical so bad. Why? Don't know. But I see it as a musical because of everything that we do. Like, you know, the punta, the drums, the way that we move, we flow, like we're dancing all the time. It's just part of our like nature. Unless you can't dance. But that's not the But music, I think music for me, part of the Garifuna culture is one of my favorite parts because obviously I'm a dancer. But it also helps us it's a part of our identity. And I think that's very big. So seeing like a Garifuna musical based on coming of age and learning your place in life would be really dope.
Got you. You did say that, yes. We're gonna do that.
Definitely brought up something that was really good. She said that to provide more platform for the students that you are working with to still dance because they're probably required to do it, but bring in other industries to help them or provide, you know, get them hype about getting to that job or that industry or breaking into that industry down the line. I think that would be really amazing to still do stuff like that, providing different parts of the arts to the students, even if it's for a day. Experience and exposure is like the best thing any kid can ask for. And that will help them grow. Their environment will help them grow, but exposure will also help them grow.
Got you.
Do I have something else? More visuals. I think you need to definitely do more dance visuals. Do some dance pop-ups here and there, but doing more videos. And we should definitely do that. You know what was one of my favorite dances was Justin Timberlake 2020 Experience. I don't remember the song, but we did something fire to one of those songs. It was fire. And I always saw the video in my head and I was like, oh, I want to do this so bad. It's so bad.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Dance visuals for sure, especially with the youth. They'll love that.
There's some stuff that I'm doing with going to be bringing back fully again, like the academy and stuff like that. And so there's some stuff that, that's in the works for that. Yeah. And definitely, need to do some pop-ups and all that stuff like that. So definitely.
I think also bring in different types of dance instructors too for different types of exposures.
Yes, that's what we're doing. Different instructors.
Because I think that was what it was for me, is that we danced for so long that I felt like I hit that ceiling with you, you know, like I knew I can almost predict what was next because I just knew you so well. Like I could read you so well as a dancer, which was fun for me because it was a little bit less work physically sometimes. But you know, like if I would have got more in that same space, I think I would have continued dancing with JDove a little bit longer for sure.
Yes. I feel you on that. I feel you like 100%. And I realize, you know, something I will say, like, and Jefflin just said something which is perfect and definitely been in my mind. But one of the things that I was like, because it was like, okay, we're dancing, we're doing this, we're working on projects, da da da, and then all of a sudden it was like, where's Scarlet? Where's Scarlet?
I don't remember. I don't even know like how it happened, but I knew like in my head that's what it was. You know, like in my also college. I was in college and I was in Brooklyn a lot, so that was another thing too. But I remember like I'm like, okay, I just know him too well. I just know him so well. I want to explore more.
Yeah, which is perfectly fine. Like, and that's something that I will say personally, understand and overstand. Where it's like, yo, people come and go. You know what I'm saying? People come and go, and you guys, of course, like y'all learned, and it's true. Y'all came up to knowing my steps. You know what I'm saying? So what more? If there was more that you wanted, it wasn't me to provide it for you. Right. You hit the ceiling with me. You know what I'm saying? With me. You know what I'm saying? You hit the ceiling. I'm glad you continue doing your own projects, doing other people's classes, and all that stuff. Yeah, I love that. I love that.
But I remember there was like a few times. There was like a few events where you did bring other instructors, but it wasn't like as consistent. Like I remember we brought Angel, we brought Chulo. It was a couple of other people where we did like a salsa piece, and that was fun. That was new because we never did something like that before. So definitely it would be great for most of this stuff. And travel. We should travel more.
I'm getting more. I've been traveling, but I need to take the whole team and travel with the team. Yeah, I need to take the whole team.
That will make them be like, oh snap, we out. That's what.
Be ready.
Yeah,
be ready. So, Jacqueline said use your alumni. And you know what's crazy? I was thinking, and not just only on the dance portion, but because of the fact that all of you do so many different things. All right, dancers, choreographers, listen. I know that it's kind of difficult sometimes to make money as a dancer choreographer. This is what we've been told. This is what's been put in our mindsets and all that stuff like that. But in reality, that's not true. The myth of the starving artist is over, okay? Click the link. Purchase the ebook. It's only $37 right now. It's Money Strategies for Dancers and Choreographers.com. A bunch of different ways for dancers and choreographers to make some money. Okay, it's all in the ebook. $37. Trust me, it's going to go up because the value that you're going to go in there, that you're going to get from there, you can actually purchase the ebook 1,000,000 times over. So the content and the value is really high. It's going to go up. For right now, $37. All right? Purchase the ebook, click the link, or go to Money Strategies for Dancers and Choreographers.com. Money Strategies for Dancers and Choreographers.com. Purchase the ebook piece.
Yeah.
Like we're putting an event together. And again, like I said, 2021, and I don't know what's going on with COVID and all that, but if we need to do some stuff through Zoom, we'll do it through Zoom. You know what I'm saying? And do the breakout rooms and all of that. But what you're saying and what we can provide to the youth, like all of us can come together and provide it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even making food, baking a cake, making a recipe, owning a business, running a business, all of this stuff, like everybody's expertise is already here. Doing here, whoever wants to go into doing here, like, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody is here.
It's here. It's definitely, there's always someone that we can bring on that we already know to help elevate JDove. Because I know, like, I'm one of those who does, like, I really want to figure out how to continue reciprocating to you, because I owe you that much after all the stuff that I put you through. I owe you that much. Let me stop. I didn't put you through a lot. I don't think so.
We already got Josie saying, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Read off the chat. Let me see. Who else?
We should definitely do some pop-up events, like pop-up shops.
Have a travel team. That's right. And I have a space to do all of these things too. So
that's amazing. That's always the hard part, is finding just
yeah. Worry no more. 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 What is something that you need to keep your business stuff going, or what, like your ideas and stuff like that going?
Right now, I just need support. I just need to promo a little bit more. I want to get to a place where I'm building brand ambassadors for some of my stuff as well. Just more exposure. That's exactly what I need. I just need a little bit more exposure. I need some more money too, to be completely honest, because running a business when you ain't got no money.
Do you have a price point on that? Do you have a dollar amount on that money?
Do I have a dollar amount on that money right now? All the way good. Depending on COVID situation, because a Quinces in 5, it was supposed to be.
Say again?
A Quinces in 5, the 5th event was supposed to be, like, we're still gonna see, but that one was supposed to be major. But if I'm not including a Quinces in 5, I think if I can get, like, to be honest, like 5K, I'm being nice. 10K, if I could get 10K together, I can really take everything to another level. Definitely. Because it's just so much especially when you're new to it. Running a business means that you have to have a website. You have to pay for that website. You have to pay for the host. You have to pay for a domain. If you're providing products or service, you have to buy the products. You have to be able to pay for certain things in order for you to get the service. That's not even including promotion and marketing. That's a whole nother thing. Email marketing website, so that way you can send out blast emails, text sites where you can send out texts. Like, there's so much marketing that needs to be done, which is why I need like more exposure. But if I have enough money to market and pay for the platforms I need to do that, I'll be lit all the way.
Got you. All right, no problem. We're gonna work on that. That's what we're gonna work on. By the end of 2021, you will be.
Period. I don't have a choice, honestly. This is what I say. Like, I don't have a choice but to do it anymore. Like, I don't have a choice. I don't plan on. Still trying to figure it out, honestly. But I'm trying not to work for another like corporate company or anything like that. I don't want to do it anymore. I don't. I know I'm not supposed to, but because me and the OG had a whole nother conversation. I know I'm not supposed to, but if I absolutely have to, I will for a short amount of time, if absolutely necessary. But I don't want to.
If absolutely necessary. Listen, and don't think that like those things, they come and they continue to come back. Like, for example, me, like I was like, yo, one thing that I know right now with COVID and all that, one thing that has not stopped is construction, right? So I'm like, yo, you get your OSHA call, like you can easily be taking like 1,000 a week. And I was like, cut it out. That's not what you want to do. Hone in and focus on what it is that you want to do and keep going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's what this year was for. It was literally saying, you act like y'all need all of this stuff. Y'all don't need any of that. Everything that you are supposed to get, you already have in you. And if you don't have it in you, you're supposed to learn it. Figure it out.
Facts on facts.
Even with faith, like when people are like, they live and die to go to the physical building of church, you know what I mean? We don't have that physical building anymore. You don't have that crutch anymore. You have to do the work on your own. You can't just go to church on Sunday and be like, you can't do that. You have to do more work. You have to.
Yeah. Yo. I'm loving this. There's stuff that like, okay, for example, let's say you, right? So I've been trying to figure out how to do this whole Zoom Connect and all that stuff. Like I also have, there's also, I don't know if you know Paige, Queen Tut. Did you meet Queen Tut? Probably, she was probably.
That name.
Yeah, right? Yeah, I think you met Queen Tut. So her and I, we're getting into some stuff too with Zoom and all of that stuff. So she's teaching me some stuff. She's like a mastermind as well, But it's like, here I am, like, okay, how do I connect this? How do I do this? And you're, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're here. You've always been here, and you help me connect it. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, we always have the resources that we need. We always had it. Always. It is built in our connections and all of that. We've always had it. And we have, more and more. Yeah, there's more and more. Like today, I was able to do, I was able to invest into something that's going to take the business to like 3 times this level. Yeah, man, 3 times this level. And I've been sitting back, mind you, I had the resources and didn't even know I had the resources just sitting there. It's just sitting
That's another part. That's another thing. Sometimes we need to we have to tap into those things. There's work that needs to be done in order for you to tap into those resources, those tools that you already have, but we don't know we have them. We don't. Right. And this gave us an opportunity to be like, well, you can't rely on all of those stuff. So here's the time. I gave you all the need to be successful. You don't know that probably at this point, but you will. I got you. Might stress you out a couple of times.
Right. But you'll figure it out. Yeah. You'll figure it out.
You'll figure it out. But again, that's a choice. Yeah. That's a choice. Not an easy choice either, but it's a choice.
Even down to me saying, this is why I don't say that I'm not a tech person. I don't say that no more. Because I'm a tech person. But had I stayed with the thought that I'm not a tech person, I wouldn't have done this. I wouldn't have connected to Zoom. I would have just been like, yo, somebody else do it. Oh, I'm not doing it. Or forget about it. Da da da. Because I'm sticking to something that I said about myself.
That's the
stick to that. That's right. That's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's how I moved away. I'm not saying those things. Even again, I've known from when I was younger, and a lot of people don't know this part, and I was reminded of it like maybe 2 or 3 years ago. When I was 8 years old, I told my parents I want a little sister. Mm-hmm. I said, I want a little sister. When I was 9 years old, I got a little sister. So yes. so it's like, okay. So I knew from early on, even for me graduating college and all of that, you're gonna graduate, you're gonna study this, you're gonna do that, you're gonna take your company, and the people that you empower in your company are eventually gonna be working with you. You're gonna give them jobs. Yo, everything. I've said it from when I was younger. And look at everything that's happening.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah. The power. So it's like I'm very careful in the things that I say and the things that come out of my mouth, because it's like we're always manifesting.
Always. Always. Absolutely.
Always. We have the power to do that. And that's exactly what they try to take away from us as they try to indoctrinate us. That's exactly what they try to take away. They knew this.
That part.
They knew this.
That part.
This is exactly why the school system is the way it is, to try to make children feel like they stupid. You're not stupid at all. At all. At all.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy. Like everything that the government has been trying to do has been literally to hinder Black people of all kinds. African Americans of all, it's like everything that the government has is supposed to work against us, which is why, especially right now, why everybody is like on 10, which is why everybody is like, oh, I love that everybody is getting into spirituality. I love that people are having more faith and building their faith. That's important, because if you have faith in something, that means that you also have faith in yourself.
That's right.
You need that.
That's right.
Going back to like the power of tongue, like last year I was like having some like financial issues, and this is when I was like still at my job, but there was like some stuff that was going on, and I was like, listen, I stopped saying that I'm broke, and I've been saying that recently because it is what it is, but I stopped saying that for months, and I was like, I'm waiting on a big check. I'm waiting on my big check. I'm not broke. I'm waiting on my big check. You know, I got two big checks, and I was able to pay for a vacation for my 25th birthday that I wanted since I was in middle school. In middle school, I said, for my 25th birthday, I'm going to New Orleans. I've been saying that since middle school.
Look at that.
And it happened. I was there for a week. Look at that. Living my best life.
Yeah, look at that. That's what's up. That's exactly how we do it. It's the power of the tongue. We all have it. Oh my gosh, yo. People
say that the universe doesn't understand not or no, like the negative words. So you have to be mindful of what you're saying. Like, I can't, like the universe doesn't know that. The universe doesn't understand that. You know what I mean? So you have to make sure that everything that you're saying is gearing towards moving forward.
That's right. And what you want.
I'm waiting on a big or yeah, like I'm gonna get this. Even if you don't have it right now, I'm gonna get this. Not, oh, I'm never gonna do that. Or you have to have faith. You have to have faith in yourself, have faith in your tongue. You have to have faith.
Right. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. I love this. I love this. I love this. Okay, so before we go, I throw out a couple of words. And you just say whatever comes to mind. It could be a one word, it could be a sentence, whatever it is. Okay.
Okay.
Planning.
Planning, discipline. Discipline. In order to plan, you have to have discipline. And I don't like it sometimes, but I had to learn, even with events, sorry y'all, even with events and with dancing, in order for me to, even my day-to-day, I have to plan. I have to build a routine. In order to do that, I need to have discipline. You have to have discipline in order to successfully do some of those things, a lot of things, honestly.
Absolutely.
That's what's up. I love it.
Self-esteem.
Self-esteem. Self-esteem. I'm gonna have to say self-esteem is continuous work. Yeah, let's go with that. Continuous work. Building your self-esteem is, again, that's part of the healing process. Because if you do have low self-esteem, where did it come from?
Mm-hmm.
You got to figure that out. In order to bring your self-esteem up, you got to understand, why is it so down? I had to do this last year. All of this stuff, that's the crazy thing about it. All of this stuff that I've been doing internally, like for myself, I've learned within the past almost 2 years. I had to, because something was taken away from me that I never thought would leave in my life. But something was taken away from me, like dance, and I didn't know who I was anymore. That thing became my other identity as well. Being indulged in that thing became my identity. So that's all I knew. That's all I knew. And even that thing there were some parts that was benefiting me, and there were parts that did damage that I'm still dealing with now. I'm still healing from now. So I had to sit back, and for like a month, I had to tell myself that, no, you're pretty. No, you're gorgeous. No, you're beautiful. I had to talk to myself. No, I know this, but I had to relearn that. I had to relearn that I am powerful, and that I don't need anything or anyone to validate that. This is all up to me.
Wow. I love it. I love it.
Yeah. Family is what you make it. I think that I know that family, it's so hard, because I'm currently in a space where a part of me I'm looking at a lot of stuff that happened. So right at this current moment, there's a lot of things where I'm like, family didn't do it for me the way that I would have liked in my life. When it comes to even small things, to like support and just little things, like the family, especially like my immediate family, they weren't as supportive of me as I needed them to be. So right now, space where I'm like healing from family trauma, dealing with all of that stuff.
Rose, why are we freezing? What's going on with the bandwidth?
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
You
want to wait for a second?
Go ahead. I know, me too. I don't understand that, but go ahead. So family.
Yeah, there's a lot of work that I'm doing with. So I'm in a place where I'm like a little like about family, because I need to. There's a lot of forgiving that needs to be done. A lot of forgiving.
I feel you doing that. All right. Okay. Cool.
Culture is also what you make of it. Culture is learning and choosing to stick to things that you've learned when it comes to even dancing, but your morals, the way that you view life, the choices that you make, those are, you build culture all the time. It is what you make of it. If your culture is viewed negatively, or that's kind of known, and that's what you've been choosing for so long, that's your culture. But you have to build that in your own way. So I'm choosing healing, health, prosperity, and all that good stuff.
I love it.
That's what's up.
JDoveproductions.
Platform for expression. I'm going to go with that again. Platform for expression and my safe space. That was definitely my safe space. I don't know where I can't imagine not being part of JDove as a child, or as a preteen and a teenager. That was everything for me. So yeah, JDove is family. JDove is everything for me.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So before we end, let me just give you this. I've learned that our parents, family, X, Y, and Z are the best that could have been for us. Because of lack and because of even, lack or even more of, you know what I mean? I forget the opposite of lack is abundance. We fell into the right place for us.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Everything that I am now, every part of it has to do with what I've been through. So I wouldn't be able to be as open and be as beautiful and to be as transparent as I am now if it wasn't for that.
Right.
Absolutely, for real.
Right.
But I also know that there's things that I don't want to bring into my family in the future. And that's where I'm at.
Got you. Perfect. Right.
Right.
Yeah, that's what's up. Scarlet, please tell the people where they can find you, what you're doing, like all of your businesses, everything.
So you can find me at right here, the Scarlet Experience, Scarlet with 1 T, not 2. Don't know why people do that. You can also find me on IG, a Queens Day In, Queen with an S, Day In, and Royal Goodies Box, Goodies with an S. And that is, I have a box out now called the Cozy Up Box. And it's amazing. And it's so beautiful. It's going to help your skin glow and all that good stuff. That's on sale. Shameless plug. Also, these shirts are available for sale on the website. If you click the link in my Bible, you hear me? I need to read my Bible. My bio. It's there.
That's what's up. All right. I love that. We're gonna expand that and make that bigger. That's where your money's gonna come from.
Yeah.
That's where your money's gonna come from. That's where
a lot of that people say it all the time, and Royal Goodie Box is definitely it came from a Quinces as well. So with a Quinces, I wanted to make sure that people walked away with something, and every year they walk away with a gift bag. And I was like, oh, what if I took the gift bags, collaborate with more brands, and sell them? Boom. So it literally came from a Quinces. Definitely both brands are gonna really pop, because with the Quinces, even before, the people who attend the events, they're like, what? This is amazing. The first year, one of my guests who was supposed to go out that night, she was like, I feel so relaxed. I'm going home to take a nap. That's my night. My night is over because I'm too relaxed to do anything else.
Yo, that's what's up. That's definitely what's up. Love you. Thank you for being on. Thank you for teaching me how to connect and stream to Facebook. Well, word. I appreciate you. Let's get this money. You know what I'm saying? JDoveproductions. For all of you, y'all already know. Follow the page. Follow all her pages. Follow also JDoveproductions.com. Follow JDoveproductions on Instagram, on Facebook. We're everywhere. Check out the new merch and hit us up, y'all. Follow. Love y'all. Peace.
Love y'all.
Thank you,
I'm
baby.
putting some of the
Later. Perfect. Yes. Just pin your page.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for coming to our TED Talk.
Word, right? Our TED Talk. Love you. I don't even know what Facebook was saying, so I don't know.
Oh yeah, me either.
But I'll comment back in there. Go in there afterwards and go in the comments. Everybody who commented on Instagram, thank you. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all for being here. All right, once again.
Beat riddles on the track, JDoveproductions with the flow. He body in the map, anywhere did he go? On point, team sharper than most. Team leader, he inspired your growth.